So, hello all. Welcome to Black Girl in the World. If you don't know me, you will. And if you do, welcome back. I have no transcript right now. Only vibes.
Oh.
Well, there isn't much introduction right now because you guys have already met him earlier. We talked about The Good Place and a few other shows. It's my friend Micah once again. Hello, Micah.
Oh my God, I'm just so happy to be back.
No, like literally when I saw the 2020 review and how many people downloaded that episode that we created, I said, wow.
It's because of you. You're popular.
It's because of you, okay?
I wish.
They hear my voice all the time.
Exactly. That's why they keep coming back. Exactly.
Oh my God.
See, you already know.
You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. So we came back with another review. It is not a TV show right now. It is, what is it, Micah?
We watched Soul.
We sure did. That movie right there, I gotta tell you, Pixar has always made me feel like an important and an emotional person because I don't know what it is. That wasn't Pixar, was it?
Yeah.
It was okay. Just making sure. Just making sure, because I'm like, was it Pixar?
They did good. They did good.
No, they always do though. Mm-hmm. Do you know any Pixar movie that's bad?
I don't know anyone that's bad. I know there's probably maybe one or two that's kind of like mediocre, but I don't think there's any that are like bad.
Okay, I understand that. I definitely have to go on the list of a couple, but with Cars and Finding Nemo.
Oh, you know what? I heard a lot of people said Cars 2 was bad.
Really?
Yeah, I hear that sometimes.
I can agree with that. I also feel like when they came out with wasn't that like Planes or something?
Oh my God, yeah. Was that Pixar?
I think if they kind of it was the same animation from Cars, so.
Cause you know how they do sometimes. Sometimes it'll be just Disney, and then sometimes it'll be Pixar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta search that one up, but I definitely think. Oh yeah, and Turbo too. Did you like Turbo?
I never finished Turbo. I think I've probably seen the first 20 minutes of Turbo, and then I don't remember anything after that.
Sounds like it wasn't really good then.
Have you seen Onward?
I haven't, but I heard it looked like a good movie.
It certainly didn't look bad. I'll say that. It certainly didn't look bad.
Okay. Well, we might have to review that one too and see.
Yeah.
I also liked Inside Out. That was a really good movie.
I love Inside Out. That one was really good.
I think I cried on that one. I think I did. It was very emotional. But that's why we're gonna talk about Soul. Do you have any background information from Soul? Because I know a couple of people had said it was very at first it was kind of like, oh, why are they switching? They're always changing Black people and people of color to animals or objects or whatever it is. And then just knowing that a Black person actually created it. Is there any any other information that you knew about the movie before you watched it?
So from what I gather, from what I've seen, initially the director was just at first Pete Docter, who he's the same dude who directed Inside Out, I think. So I think he was directing, it was just him being the director of Soul first. And I think sort a little bit later in the production, Kemp Powers was brought on, but don't quote me on that because I don't exactly know. But I can tell you that it was definitely like it was co-directed between Pete Docter and Kemp Powers.
I think that's really good though, because you can definitely see Inside Out a little bit in Soul. So I do like that combo if that was something that existed. So that's good. How do you like the animation? Tell me.
I thought it was gorgeous. Pixar like always manages to do better and better with each movie that they put out.
Yes.
And this one they really like did good in this. It was like a couple of parts where I was kind of like, I couldn't tell if that was animated or if that was like a real person. If you spoilers for this, but you know the part where Terry ends up trapping Paul instead of Joe?
Yes.
And he's like floating in that little nether space that they got him in.
Yes, I remember.
It genuinely looked like that was like a real person's body just floating.
Now that you think about it, I can see that. I really can.
I think that this movie would have really benefited from being seen in movie theaters, because I know for a fact I probably would have been in the theater, like I probably would have been nudging one of my boys that I would have taken to see it, like, yo, that looks like a real person.
No, I completely believe you, and I also think that it would have been a great maybe like a movie day with your friends or somebody you just met, like another Black person you just met, just to go to the movie theater and see that and to laugh, because they had some really good jokes.
Oh yeah, this was like a really funny movie.
It was really, and you know the part that I really liked? I really liked the concept of the barbershop. That right there.
It's like some parts you can really tell. You're like, yeah, they had a nigga working on this movie. I was like, it was like some of the situations, and then like some of the character design. I was like, yeah, they probably had some niggas animating back there.
That had to be like, I also feel like they were on the verge of Jonan, but they're like, nah, I don't think Pixar can handle this.
Yeah, I was rewatching it earlier, and I was like, that part where 22 was going on Paul talking about, oh yeah, he's just talking about me to cover up his insecurities. I'm like, I was like, if that was real, Paul would have been going in on him after that.
I know, talking about some, you cut deep, you cut real deep.
I'm like, it's gotta be some deleted scenes, because he would have started going in on him.
I'm telling you, oh my, just the realization of everything, hilarious.
Right.
And it was so funny when she was like, how she wanted to settle her disputes with dancing.
Oh my God.
It made me think about those people breakdancing in front of the police, had me laughing.
Oh my. Not the people crumping in front of the SWAT team. Oh my God.
I remember exactly when she said it. I was like, oh, is this a police brutality joke?
It made me think of the hip hop training video.
Oh my goodness.
That one gets me every single time. Oh my God.
Yes. So was it the white lady?
Yes, walking into the class. Oh my God.
Oh goodness, no. No.
Oh my God. It was like a really funny movie. I thought they did good with that.
I definitely, yes. It was really good, just the concept of it all. And I really had to ponder this question throughout the movie because, of course, it kind of happened in the beginning, but did he cheat death?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he definitely did.
A couple of times. And
now,
then,
now that I'm thinking about it, yeah.
it's like really wild because he's like, nah, I don't want to go to the great beyond. Let me just jump off this thing real quick and figure myself out and find my body.
See, I never even really thought about it like that. I was like genuinely wrapped up in the journey he was going on. I'm like, you are absolutely right. This man cheated death.
Like, and then when he accepted his fate, they were like, you know what? You're kind of cool. You can get a second chance.
You know what? I kind of dig your style, Joe. We gonna send you back down there, boy.
Like, so what you doing on this thing? We'll take care of the accountant. We'll take care of Terry. It's fine.
Oh my God. I love Terry. Oh my God.
Did?
Terry is so funny to me.
All Terry wanted to do is get his numbers right. Throughout the centuries he's been counting, he's never encountered such a hassle.
Terry was just trying to do his job.
Honestly, and then what was it? The Jerrys or the mentors, the leaders?
Yeah, the Jerrys.
Right? Yes, they were like, "You're doing an amazing job."
They were gaslighting the hell out of Terry. Terry's like, "Yo, the count is off." Them dudes is like, "Well, I don't know about that, but."
They were literally like, why don't you go fix that? Right?
They were like, if you think it's wrong, you go ahead and take care of that, bud.
Like, we'll be down there and you'll be up there trying to figure it out. And Terry was like, maybe I will.
Terry was like, all right, bet.
This man literally went all the way down to the archives.
Yep. Bro.
Just doing his job. That's it.
Just doing his job. That's it.
With the trophy that he actually.
Oh my. With that damn trophy.
He deserved that trophy. I want to know.
Oh my goodness.
Listen. None of that. None of that.
Oh my God. But.
And we have Connie. What do you think of my good girl Connie?
I liked Connie's character a lot. I thought that Connie was like real. That was like some really real stuff right there.
Yeah.
That was probably like the most grounded thing out of the movie was Connie's character.
I really liked what she came with in the beginning, and I also liked when she kind of answered her own question when she went to him, because she found a real love for the trombone, and
right.
for her to like throw that all away, none of that.
She was really about to quit because of them little kids, and I'm just like,
just because they're horrible, please.
Right. I was like, come on, girl, come on.
Like, come on, you're remixing it.
Right. She knew she didn't want to quit. That's why I think that was just like a really good choice in terms of the writing and in terms of the direction of her character, because they very much could have been like Joe or 22 inside of Joe's body tells her not to quit right out, but instead they had it so she answered her own question, like you said, and in the end it was, it was like she knew she didn't want to quit in the first place.
Right, exactly. And I really like that because, of course, like kids, it also emphasized how kids have their own mind, and you don't have to persuade them to do anything that they don't want to do, because they know deep down inside that they like some things and then they don't like some things.
Right. Right.
I do like that. So I know you're in band, right? Do you feel like that this is do you connect with Connie, or do you have any friends that have connected, or you feel like this band experience about the love of music or just everything around it, do you think that it's relatable?
Absolutely. Connie is is definitely like a very relatable character, because I know some people who have come to me, or some people who have just outright stated that they don't want to pursue music anymore. And usually when people come to me talking about what they want to do with music, I usually say, you know, if that's what you think is right for you, then you need to proceed accordingly, you know.
Right.
I've got a friend who joined the band at Morgan, and they completely, like, they have considered like even switching majors to music after getting like really roped into it. And I've definitely like pushed them towards considering it more, because I'm always like, you're a dedicated dude, you really love it. So I'm like, in the end, you want to pursue music. It's not even a question about if you want to at that point. It's a question about when are you going to do it.
Right. I think that's great advice that you gave them, to just be free. Hey, look, you've been doing it for a while too, especially when you put your all into it and you found a love for it in your earlier years. Just try to find that. So I think that's a really great thing to say, especially with friends. Like, if you see someone who loves it and then they've lost their love for it, you shouldn't just make them, I guess, throw it all away. It's more so, hey, try to find that magic, try to find that spark. And if you can't, then, you know, it's okay to pursue something else, but just try to find out why that happened and how you can, I guess, find that love for it again.
Right.
Well, that's great. I think that's what I really like saw with the movie, that there wasn't any like spark, but it was just more so like something that you find interest in. What do you find and how you found it? Just keep on pursuing it and just enjoying life itself and just being who you are. I think that's really great.
That's like a really great part of the movie. It was always like, what you find interesting, you know, when you're like that little soul blob or whatever in The Great Before, it was always like a nudge rather than a push, you know. It was like, if you go back to the scene where they're in like the Hall of Everything, they're never like, the soul is never like wrapped up deep into what it is they're doing. They do it for like a split second and get the little badge to go down to earth. It was never like they're up there for like forever. And then if you go down to earth and you realize you want to do something different from, you know, what it is that you were nudged towards, then it's no biggie. It's just, you know, you reacting to the environment that you're in now.
Right. I agree wholeheartedly. And I think that that's in itself is just really cool. Like, I wonder if we had souls like that, where we found our, what was it, the 6th badge or the 5th badge?
It's one of them numbers.
Right, one of them. I'm not sure. You play.
It's one of them numbers.
Hey man, I just saw a little hexagon. And I'm just assuming. But do you think you found your spark? Like, do you think that before you got this body, you feel like you found it?
No. I'll be real. I didn't know what I was gonna do till I got older, until I saw what was out there. Music was not my first choice, not at all.
I love that.
And a lot of people tend to maybe some people might put on airs and say that something was their first choice, they were born to do that. And sometimes that is true, but in other cases it's like no it wasn't.
Let's be real.
Why you gotta lie?
Like, I've been born to do this. No, sir, you've been practicing.
Like, at first I wanted to be a doctor back in like elementary school.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And growing up, you take a couple high school biology classes and you're like, this shit is whack. You're like, what in the hell is this?
I don't think so at all. At all. Oh no.
But you take a couple free periods to come down to the band room during high school. You're like, oh, maybe this is where it's at.
That's what I'm saying, because
and I'm not saying you necessarily decide on something, while you're even in grade school. People don't, some people may not fully take that journey till like after high school, or like you could be in college taking that journey. I know somebody who's switched their major 5+ times in college.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's like, honestly, that's definitely, balls right there. So honest with you, because the way how, including myself, like switching my major, I was scared to death. Like, switching my major, I just felt like I was a whole failure. I felt like people don't think that I had things going for me, whatever it was. Like, I was so scared. But just hearing that people actually switch so often, I can't even be mad. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And then it's not even just in community college. It's not even in just, undergrad. People just switch vocations, switch what they want to do. Maybe at some point, this is my last semester, maybe at some point I could be like, I don't want this degree and go to trade school. My mom probably beat me up, but I mean, it's like, what can you do?
I mean, really, what can you do after all the things that you've been through throughout the years? I just don't want to do this no more. And I don't feel like I want to continue in my career. I mean, hey, it makes sense, because you're gonna continue the same things you didn't like. And if you just feel very uncomfortable after some point, I mean, who wants to sit in uncomfortable if you don't feel like it's gonna go anywhere for you?
Right. The one thing that I say all the time from participating in band is, I always tell people, if I wasn't having fun, then I just wouldn't be here.
Oh, wow.
And like, of course you're not having fun all the time. Sometimes that shit just sucks. Sometimes, some days that shit is terrible.
Oh, trust me, I see band Twitter. I do. I see it.
but you gotta realize, like, the bad days that you have with what you're choosing to do doesn't completely define what you're doing, or the quality of what you're doing.
Honestly, I can completely understand, because that's kind of how I felt when we were in high school. Like, that experience in itself was a very suckish experience. But not even high school, because it could have been worse for me anyway. It could have been pretty bad. But Science and tech.
Oh my.
Science and tech was booty. But
That's the exception to the rule. That's the one where that's the terrible experiences define that.
Times two. But listen, I feel like one of the only reasons why I go back to that time and just laugh and think and giggle and all these different things is because of you guys, like my friends. I think if it wasn't for us being together and really trying to thug it out,
oh my God.
I don't know what I'd do without you guys.
Lord. Not
like,
thug it out.
Times were hard, like the sleepless nights. I don't even remember going to sleep.
Niggas was down bad.
We were really down bad without that big group chat we had where we were trying to figure out what we were supposed to do. The constant group chats, the messaging, the calling each other, the updates in the mornings. Like without those constant reminders of you guys, I would not have graduated.
Yeah. Most definitely. But that also plays into if you find something that you really like to do, having a good support system boosts that up like 60%.
Yes, exactly.
It's wow. you definitely got to put in a lot of the work yourself, but when you have a really good support system, that can really make or break a lot of the things you choose to do in life.
Of course, because you're gonna always need people. Like, I don't really get the whole I don't need nobody, I only got me, whatever the case may be. Even though a lot of people say that, there's usually a support system for them where they keep on going. If you're feeling like I don't want to continue this anymore, what is really pushing you? If it's not somebody, if it's not a group of people, if it's not somebody that you rarely know sharing it, it's always going to be people around you that encourages you to do more, or just the consistency. So it's honestly, I'm always thankful and grateful for you guys as my support system, because you guys are my family, and without you guys, like I said, I don't know where I'd be. And probably be cooped up somewhere, just lost, dazed, confused.
No, really.
With nobody, with no one to just, give a brother a hug or something.
Oh my God. Sometimes a nigga need a hug.
Brother a hug or something.
Sometimes you gotta find out what's going on in the nigga life.
Listen, this wasn't supposed to go like. Honestly, I think it's because one, we're tired, and two, this Micah right here, this man is so funny. Every time I'm around you, I laugh. I'm so tired.
I try my best.
Man, you succeed every time. Love you, tell you. Another question that I have for you in terms of the movie is, and I really like this scene, the art exhibit of your life. Would you want an art exhibit of your life?
No. Next question. No. Oh my God, no. At least, certainly not at my life at this young, ripe age of 21. Absolutely not. No. No, ma'am.
Oh, goodness. I think I would, because I feel like I forget a lot, and I just want to see what happened in a brother life. That's all.
Ain't gonna be shit to show nobody. I ain't do nothing yet. 21 is so young to be showing somebody
young and fresh, grow.
To be showing somebody a rear view mirror of like their life. Even 30 is like 30. Shoot, I could stretch it and even say like 40 is just like too young to be showing somebody what they're doing in their life.
Unless you really like about it and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go out there, because there are a lot of 21-year-olds and even younger that are traveling and they're doing things with their life, and I'm like, wow, I am an elder.
Flo Milli turned 21 the other day.
Yes.
I was like, yo, really?
You didn't know that?
I did not. I thought she was younger.
Oh, you thought you were? Oh, yeah.
Because what was the Ho, Why Is You Here? Is that the mixtape? Wasn't she on there rapping about her being 19?
19? I remember that.
Or was that song like just recorded earlier?
I think it was recorded earlier.
Because I saw the tweet about her turning 21 and I was like, what?
I know. I know. But if we really have to think about it, that album came out in the summer, so that was definitely yeah. She probably made that song when she was probably maybe later on in 2019.
Yeah, she must have been holding on to that.
She like, I'll just let y'all know I've been a millionaire. What?
Yeah, she had that joint on the Mac, just sitting on it.
On the Mac. On Audacity, like.
Yeah, had that joint in GarageBand, just man. I was just confused when they said "Happy Birthday, Flo Milli, Happy 21st." I was just, okay.
Really fresh. I thought that girl was gonna be 20 forever.
I thought she was just turning 20. I was confused. Oh my goodness. But yeah, sometimes the young folk, they get into things early, and that's more power to them. But other times, I'll hopefully never discount someone who achieves something, when they're like 30, 40. You wouldn't even say like when they do something that they wanted to, like later in life, because later in life to me sounds like 80, 90.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to think about there's a lot of stigma placed around growing old, and sometimes I do it too, where I'm like, damn, 30, that's old, damn near dinosaur.
No, I completely agree.
But sometimes you just gotta take a step back and you gotta be like, like I'm 21. I haven't done nothing. I like to sit on Zoom meetings with my friends and record podcasts.
No, but you be baking. Yes.
Yes, I do. But I wouldn't. I mean, it all depends on what you consider successful.
That too. I feel like if you are happy in life, no matter what you do, if it's like, yo, I'm gonna